Most men spend their whole lives operating on autopilot, numbing themselves through comfort, distractions, and validation, never really knowing how much potential they actually hold within. But it's not because they're lazy, it's because that's how we've been programmed. In school, they don't teach you how to be a man, they teach you how to fit in, to follow the rules, and to play it safe. They'll teach you the square root of a number, but they won't teach you how to find true purpose. In this video, I'm going to run through the essence of becoming a high value man, something they didn't teach you in school. So first of all, for a man to achieve his greatest potential, he must first master his mind. A man that has no control over his mind has no control over his life. The first thing you must do to regain control over your mind is to control how you think. A man becomes what he thinks of. Alright, you have to be able to control your thoughts and try your best to diminish the negative thoughts that are keeping you operating on a negative vibration, on a low vibration that's holding you back from actually becoming something great. It's holding you back from operating on a higher frequency that will allow you to attract more into your life. If you're constantly thinking negatively about your life, you're going to put negative energy into the universe, and that is what you will attract back into your life. And alongside controlling how you think is controlling how you perceive things, controlling your perception of life, because like Tony Robbins said, we don't experience life, we experience a life we focus on. If you're just constantly focusing on the negative things and seeing your life through a perspective that is negative, that is how your life will be. That is what your reality will be. It will be a negative reality because that's all you focus on. That is how you perceive your life, through a negative lens, all right? You have to change your perception, okay? Instead of, I gotta go to the gym today, I get to go to the gym today, all right? Some people are in the hospital bed wishing to be in your position, all right? You have to change your perception of your life in order to actually change your reality. And then comes the power of controlling yourself in stressful situations, right? You have to control how you deal with stress and how you deal with conflict. I used to be the biggest stress head until I realized it was stripping me of my energy and it was embarrassing. If I was with someone and I was in traffic getting stressed about it, that's embarrassing. Alright, someone that can't control their emotions, a man that can't control his emotions is not a fucking man at all. Imagine you're in the car with a chick and you're getting all angry and shit because there's a little bit of traffic. She's gonna be looking at you like you're an idiot, alright? It's attractive to be calm in stressful situations, right? You have to control yourself and train yourself to be able to withstand stress and stay calm and calculated in times of stress and struggle. If you can gain the ability to stay calm in stressful situations while everyone else is losing composure, that puts you on a higher level. That creates you into a higher value man, right? You're an attractive, strong man that can control his emotions and stay calm and lead everyone around him in times of stress, in times of chaos. That is what a true high value man does. He leads by example. Another important lesson is you have to control your actions through discipline, right? A man with no discipline has no control and no freedom over his life, right? A man without discipline thinks that he's in control because he just does anything that he feels like doing, but he doesn't realize that he's actually trapped in a cage of comfort. And the key that he needs to escape that cage is discipline, because if a man doesn't have discipline, if a man isn't cautious of the choices and actions he decides to make, then he's controlled by his temptations, he's a victim to his vices, and he's leaving his fate, his destiny, up to circumstance. Even if it goes against his values or morals, even if it pushes him further away from his goals, he will just follow the crowd because he has no discipline and no self-control. And leading off the back of having discipline is only ever acting in alignment with your values and your morals, okay? If you don't understand your values, you don't understand your morals as a man, then you don't understand yourself and you don't hold yourself to a higher standard, alright? If you're continuously going against your values, going against your morals, acting out of obligation to please people, to fit in, to be accepted, then you're not going to respect yourself internally where it's most important, okay? You shouldn't be seeking validation from external sources, you should be chasing it within, and that means holding yourself to your values and morals and only acting in alignment with the man that you want to be, not acting to be accepted by the fucking crowd, alright? You want to be a high value man, you want to become a better man, you have to live by your values and your morals. And once you master your mindset, it is extremely important for a man to master his physical health, okay? 70% of Australian men are either overweight or obese, which is disgusting, but honestly it comes to me as no surprise because look at the lifestyle that everyone lives. Continuously eating shit food, drinking every weekend, lazy, barely in the gym, barely active, Xbox, TV, all these pillars of distraction that are keeping men out of shape, weak, and so fucking far from their greatest potential. They're so easily controlled and it's just like they're floating through life with no control, no direction. They're out of shape, they hate their lives, they don't know where to start, all right? Because they don't teach you any of that. You're not taught that. You're not taught that, all right? I'm teaching you that in this video. I hope you're taking notes, and I hope you're gonna implement this into your life, because this will change your whole trajectory as a man. Getting in the gym, staying active is only one portion of actually reframing your physical health, right? You have to stop eating bullshit. You have to stop eating bioengineered, processed food that's made in a factory with chemicals and hormones and antibiotics and a bunch of shit that is poisoning everyone slowly, keeping them weak, keeping them tired, keeping them fucking retarded, keeping them so easily controlled. And that's exactly what they want. They want everyone to be controlled, they want everyone to be sick and unhealthy, but you have to break free from that and eat real food. If it didn't have a mother or a father, if it didn't grow on a fucking tree, if it didn't grow in the ground, then you shouldn't fucking eat it, alright? You should only be eating what our ancestors ate. Our ancestors didn't eat Doritos, alright? It's fucking your gut, it's fucking your mental health, and it's fucking your overall health, alright? To be a high value man, to operate at your greatest potential, you must fuel yourself properly in order to perform at your highest level, alright? Your gut and your brain are linked, alright? The correspondence between your gut and your brain is significant, and a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't realize that eating junk food is linked to depression. A lot of people don't realize they crash in the afternoon and they don't have the ability, the energy to be productive and work on themselves because of the shit food that they're eating. They're putting shit food into their body, they're getting a shit output as a result of that, alright? Be cautious of what you eat real food, and you will operate on a different fucking level. Another very important thing is, if you smoke tobacco, weed, vapes, you're a fucking baby, alright? I smoked weed for 5 years, every single day, more than you could ever imagine, I promise you. I smoked so much, and it just continuously stripped me of my potential. It held me back for so long. It was just, every time I would smoke, it was making it seem like everything was okay. It was making it seem like I was actually happy with my life and who I was as a man. But the truth is, it was nothing but a mask, nothing but a disguise from the fact that I hated myself as a man, and I hated the quality of life that I was living, alright? Smoking weed will fucking destroy you. And people say smoking tobacco, nicotine increases focus, increases testosterone. It's bullshit, alright? If you read Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, what does he say? Nicotine is one of the biggest things the devil uses to control people and allow them to drift. How many people do you know that smoke to relieve stress? They smoke to feel better. Once they have a cigarette, they feel better. It's as if everything's not so bad, alright? They're escaping their emotions and drifting through life. Easily controlled, low value, low frequency, low vibrational man. Don't fucking smoke. If you're smoking vapes as well, are you a fucking 14-year-old girl? You get one body, you get one shot at life, and you're gonna smoke a fucking vape, right? Your body should be your biggest priority. Your health should be your biggest priority, right? Stop fucking smoking, start treating your body with respect and nurturing it the way it should be. Are you a high value man? Are you a man that operates at his greatest potential if you're eating fucking McDonald's and smoking on a Hubba Bubba flavored vape? No, you're not, alright? Fix your habits, bro. Fix your fucking nutritional habits. Cut out the bullshit smoking and partying for no reason. Fix your sleep, and you will start to make great changes. Another thing I found that really helped me increase my status as a man within, alright, is taking up a combat sport, alright? I only just recently got back into boxing, and after a few rounds of sparring, a few weeks, a few months, sparring a couple times a week, the confidence and the self-respect that I gained within myself has been exceptional, right? When I first started, I was pretty shit. I was getting beat up, I was getting punched in the face, but the respect that I gained for myself and the confidence that I gained from that, from facing my fear. No one wants to get punched in the face, right? But once you do it, once you face that fear and you learn to fight back and you start hitting them back, not only do you build a bond with that person, after you spar hard with someone and you punch each other in the face, it's like your brother straight off the leaf. Even if you don't know that person, you're gonna hug it out and you're gonna say thank you, bro, and bang, you've bonded just like that, right? So not only do you build confidence as a man, you walk around knowing that you can protect yourself, all right? A lot of men can't fight, all right? A lot of men think they can fight because they've been in a few street fights, or they walk around with bats or knives thinking they're tough, all right? If you can hold yourself in a fight. You can protect the people around you, protect your loved ones. That's going to put you on a higher level and give you the self-respect internally that you need to operate as a high value man. Not only that, it teaches you how to remain calm in the chaos, all right? When I first started boxing and he was coming at me, I was stressing out, I was tweaking out, and then my vision would go all blurry, and then I'd end up ducking my head and I'd get beat. But then I understood I had to calm down, control my emotions, be flowy with it. You start to see the punches coming and you dodge it and you'll get them back. It teaches you how to stay calm in times of chaos, right? A lot of people can't stay calm in times of chaos, but doing a combat sport will give you the confidence, give you the self-belief, and it will give you the ability to control yourself in chaotic situations. Number 3 is getting rid of the victim mentality. Why me? Why did it have to happen to me? But I can't do anything because of my circumstances. I used to be a victim for so long, all right? I grew up in foster care. I was a victim to a feeling of abandonment and confusion. Why did my parents want me? Why am I living with a fucking stranger? Why am I unfortunate compared to other kids at my school? Why am I the one with no fucking logo on my school uniform? Why am I the one with secondhand shoes, holes in my shoes, all right? And I was a victim for so long, and it just programmed my brain to stay and live in that victim mentality, all right? And that's why I chose to go to vices like smoking weed, drinking, drugs, to escape that pain of being a victim, all right? Until I realized that I might not have been in control of my circumstances, my upbringing, but I'm in full control of who I decide to become. You can either keep being a victim to your past or let your struggles teach you. Learn from your struggles, reflect and learn, and allow it to give you the fuel you need to fucking kill it, all right? To become the man you know you can be. Everyone has the potential. It's whether or not you want to harness it, all right? There's no more victim mentality. There's no more why me, all right? Every piece of adversity is a lesson, okay? God sends his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers, all right? Every single struggle that you go through is meant to happen. It is meant to happen because it's shaping you into a stronger man, all right? It's put there to test you and to allow you to overcome it, all right? And just build yourself as a man and become stronger and more capable on the other side of overcoming adversity, right? There's no more being a victim. There's no more turning to vices when shit gets hard, all right? Learn from it, overcome it, and continuously grow and excel as a man. And number 4, you have to stop chasing. You have to start attracting. You've heard it before. Don't chase, attract. But what does that actually mean? Let this be the time that you hear it and it actually sticks. So many men nowadays, they're chasing validation, right? They don't have it within themselves. They don't validate themselves enough. So they seek that from external sources, right? But the fact that you need that from an outside person to validate you and your worth as a man should be enough inspiration to find that within yourself, right? You don't need validation from other people, okay? You need to build it within yourself. You need to continuously prove to yourself that you're the man. You need to continuously hold the promises that you're gonna make to yourself, no matter how small they are, because every time you break a promise to yourself, it's reinforcing self-doubt and it's telling you that your word holds no value and you can't do what you say you're gonna do. Therefore, your worth is down here and you don't validate yourself, all right? You haven't got the self-respect and the self-worth internally, so you need to seek that from outside, okay? But if you build it within, if you continuously stack wins every day, you stay disciplined and you stay focused and you stay on track, on your mission, you won't need validation from anyone else because you know your worth as a man. You don't need it from the outside because you have it within, all right? Stop chasing validation, start building it within. Next is a massive one, all right? You have to stop chasing women, bro, okay? Women aren't attracted to men that are thirsty. There is an abundance of thirsty men out there in the world, all right? Women aren't attracted to men that are continuously chasing them. Women aren't attracted to men that can't control their lust, okay? The time you spend chasing women and focusing on women should be spent building yourself into a man that women can't stay away from. Build yourself into a high value man, a man that's in shape, a man that smells good, a man that dresses well, a man that has values and morals and holds himself to a higher standard. That's when you become attractive, all right? You don't become attractive chasing women and trying to seek validation and acceptance from other people. You become attractive when you know your worth and you've done the work behind closed doors. You present yourself well, you hold yourself well, you hold yourself to a higher standard, and you know your worth because people can feel that through your presence, right? If you hold yourself well, if you've done the work behind closed doors and you walk around with your chest up, with a nice look on your face, a nice outfit, a nice trim, you smell good, you've got style, and you hold yourself to a higher standard and you don't allow anyone's opinions or anyone's negative energy to bring you down, that is what makes you attractive, all right? Focus on you. Focus on becoming the best version of you. The money and the women will come as a byproduct of that, all right? Don't focus on chasing something that you aren't deserving of yet, all right? Become the man that is deserving of it, and become the man that is capable of attracting that into his life. In order to achieve what you want to achieve, you must become the version of you that is deserving of it, all right? The universe won't allow you to achieve shit if you don't deserve it, okay? You have to become the version of you that is deserving and capable of attaining what you want to attain, okay? Most people, they chase money, they chase women, but they're not actually just chasing that. They're chasing the feeling they think they're gonna get from that, all right? People chase money because they feel like it's gonna make them proud, all right? It's gonna make them happier. It's gonna make them feel accomplished. It's gonna make them respect themselves more. But the truth is, all of those feelings are already within yourself. If you want to feel proud, you simply just have to do some reflection, okay? Look at where you were and look at where you're becoming. If you're watching this video, that is enough proof that you're willing to put the work in to change your life, right? That is enough to be proud, okay? You should be proud of yourself for where you are and know that you're on the right path to becoming the best man you can be, all right? You don't need money to be proud of that. You have it within yourself. People chase validation from the status that money brings, the status that women bring. But like I said before, you don't need validation from external sources if you've done the work internally. If you validate yourself and you know your worth, you know who you are as a man, you won't need that externally. You have validation within yourself, you just have to harness it. And feeling happier, alright? Money will make you happy short term, okay? I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that it will solve a few financial problems, but the truth is, you can be happy with where you currently are. It's called gratitude, all right? Look at your life. Be grateful for the things that you do have and stop just focusing on the shit that you don't have, all right? Express gratitude for what you currently have because there's so many people out there that are begging for your reality. Your reality is their dream life, okay? Be grateful. Gratitude will lead to a feeling of happiness. I'm not saying don't chase after more, but don't chase your dreams. I'm saying be grateful the whole fucking time, okay? Because life is short and there is blessings all around you. Be grateful and you'll be happy, okay? You're not gonna continuously just chase happiness from materialistic things because you're never gonna be fucking happy. You have to chase happiness within. So once you understand this, once you regain control over your mind, you regain control over your thoughts, you regain control over your physical health, you master your physical health, you stop chasing validation from external sources, you stop chasing, you start attracting, you start becoming the man that is deserving and capable of achieving his dream life, that is capable of getting all the women he wants. You start focusing solely on your mission of becoming the best version of you. You stop chasing validation, acceptance, and the need to fit in from external sources, and you start focusing on becoming a higher value man that has morals and self-respect for himself to hold himself to a higher standard and operate at his greatest potential. You will start to become the man you've always wanted to be, right? You will start to become the one in a million. So many men aren't even aware of this. So many men are just floating through life, okay? Leaving their fate up to circumstance. Just going off what they've been programmed to believe about themselves, okay? Most men are taught to follow the rules, to choose the safe option, okay? To not take risks. But the truth is, becoming a strong man is the complete opposite. It's stepping out of your comfort zone, entering into the unknown, taking risks, and learning from adversity and becoming higher value. Becoming a higher value man that is strong and capable because he's experienced all of the necessary things needed to experience and to overcome to become a greater man, okay? That's it for this video, boys. I hope this video has helped you. I hope you take notes and you implement it into your life and start taking steps to become a better man because you've got it in you. You just have to fucking harness it. Stop chasing externally and start building internally.